Hey guys, I just made a podcast on how you can make your offer so good that it makes your marketing and sales incredibly easy. Have a listen, and I want you to just add in two things that I said to make your offer better than everyone else in your local area and absolutely annihilate your competition. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be covering how you can make offers so good that people feel stupid if they say no. Now, what this is going to do, firstly, it's going to improve your lead quality because people are going to really want to come in and take this offer up. And it's also going to make your sales incredibly easy because you have such a powerful offer. Now, the thing we talk about a lot in marketing is that the offer trumps all. So the better your initial offer can be, everything is going to become a whole lot easier. So guys, remember when you're setting up this offer, you want to be pre-framing what you're selling after. So for us, we were always trying to sell unlimited training, which was like $65 a week. We did a 28-day offer. Now, for the durations of the offer, for a group training fitness business, I always recommend 21, 28, or 6 weeks. Okay, really good sweet spot. And then afterwards, we sell them into a 24-week training program. So guys, let's get into the offer. Okay, so first of all, they've got to be training, right? So depending on what your model is and what you're trying to sell them after will dictate how many sessions they get per week. So for us, they just got unlimited access. For a lot of the clients we work with, they might give them 3 or 4 sessions per week. But the training's obviously like a no-brainer. The next one that's really great to add in is a nutrition consult in their first 7 to 9 days. Now, this works incredibly well because if people are coming in, they want to lose weight, then obviously nutrition is one of the most important factors in that. You can also upsell supplements and also nutrition coaching. A lot of clients in our Inner Circle program have like an add-on, which is another profit layer where people get nutrition coaching at a really high level for $49 per week. Now, this nutrition consult can go anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending how solid the pre-exercise questionnaire is that you get on their nutrition. But this is done incredibly successfully and it helps people get really amazing results. The next one's one-on-one. Now, one-on-one personal training is really good because you get to identify any movement issues that are happening. You get to really connect with the client. But one of the problems is you'll have to be paying a trainer to do that one-on-one session. So it's definitely worthwhile and does work, but you need to make sure that in the pricing for your 21, 28 or 6-week offer, that you're covering the expenses because it might be you doing the PT for the first 3 to 6 months, right? But then after time, you'll want trainers to do this, right? So you just have to kind of really account that in. And I think one PT session is great where you can just show them like a squat pattern, pressing pattern, overhead, hinge, lunge, and things like that to really make sure they get the most from their group training classes. The next one is which I want everyone to add in is weekly contact from a coach. So you can make this a system where you contact all your clients or all your active trials on say a Tuesday afternoon, but this is where that accountability and support comes in, right? Very important. And it will go along with your group because when you have your free group, you add them into that during their trial. But this weekly contact with a coach, it really builds a relationship and it makes it incredibly easy for the person to get results, to identify any issues they might be having, and also to help them get really amazing results, which is what it's all about, right? And then guys, in your free group, so we talk a lot about this. I'm sure probably everyone on here has a free client group and things like that. In those groups, you want to keep it simple. So I recommend only posting 3 days per week. So on Monday, it's your weekly newsletter, what's happening around the gyms, thank you for referrals, birthdays that are coming up and things like that. Then on Wednesday, you have your highlight piece of material, which could be a live video or a recorded video, answering questions or going really deep into a topic. And then on Friday, you have an engagement post. So essentially, it's like a two-step post, which I've talked about in a couple of podcasts previously. But it's essentially where you're asking a question to your network, getting them to reply below, and then engaging with them. So a really, really easy one is like, hey guys, what's your exercise plans for the weekend? And then, a lot of your members will come on and post. It increases the engagement, which then helps all your other posts be seen, and they're getting some really, really good value out of it. Some other cool things we've done with a free group of we've run like 7-day challenges, like 7-day sleep challenges and things like that, where essentially we give them a sleep tip every day for 5 days, and it's all in a post. If you're interested in learning more about that, I'm not going to go into it highly in depth here on the podcast today, but feel free to reach out to me and I can kind of share with you a couple of examples that we've had. And guys, the next one's meal plans. So, meal plans are there's so much like conjecture in the fitness industry. And I really believe that giving people meal plans, especially during their first 21 days, just makes their experience a lot easier. You don't want to have someone coming in, they haven't been training for 6 months to a year maybe, and then have them immediately tracking their calories, learning about, flexible dieting or whatever it is you believe. So you want to keep it nice and simple. And Precision Nutrition give really basic meal plans or food guidelines, which is great. But what we actually did is we made a range of meal plans depending on the person's goal. So for males and females, we had like muscle gain, we had weight loss, we had detox, we had vegan, vegetarian, paleo, everything like that. So when we were chatting with them in their initial one-on-one consultation, we asked them about their food preferences and then gave them the one that aligns best with their nutrition values. So it doesn't really matter how anyone chooses to eat, right? As long as they're running at a calorie deficit, if they want to lose weight, we know they're going to get that result as well. Guys, the next one, which you can add in, right? And you should be writing notes on this. And, even if you have a look at your offer today, and just add in 1 or 2 of these, you're going to have a better offer. And then you want to keep reviewing it every single 30 days, sit down and realize and make a plan on how you can improve your offer. So the next one is seminars and webinars. Okay, so we used to run like a monthly seminar, but then we switched it to a webinar. Now, the good thing is with a webinar, guys, you could have this pre-recorded, so you don't actually have to run it every month. But you could make a really awesome, like 15 to 45-minute webinar that they get, and they can watch that within their first 7 days, which explains everything about who you are, what you do, and how you get results in a really, really high level so that they can watch it in their own time and get some absolutely amazing value from it. Now, seminars work really well too. So in our Inner Circle program, our clients will run seminars about every quarter, right? But if it's coming into a month, 100% where you're running a seminar, 100% invite them into it. Okay, so they can come and they can start to connect and they can start to get extra value from your training program. And it's not just like where a lot of gyms will come in and it will just be like kind of training, nutrition, and that's it. We want to see how we can add more value compared to every other gym in your local area. And I'm sure there's a ton now. Everyone in the fitness industry, there's at least like 10, 15, 20, sometimes 40 gyms in the local area. And doing little things like this really set you apart from everyone else in your local area. The next 2 are actually really cool and very, very easy to set up. So ones that we had set up is free chiropractic and physio sessions. So they just got one and they got a voucher to the business that we were referring to. It went for 20 minutes, but it's a really, really great value add because it's actually valued at about $80 for 20 minutes with a physio chiro, and they've got a free treatment session and also did an analysis on the client to let them know anything we should be aware of or any training that might exacerbate or make an injury worse. Now, when we set these up with the chiros and physios, we had a rule of like never tell anyone that they can't train unless it's 100% needed. So we worked with physios and chiros who focused on keeping people moving. And if they did have an injury of some sort, they taught us how to work around it. And potentially they might have to see the physio and chiro if the injury is really, really bad and they needed some extra help. But more often than not, they'll just go in, they'll get like a free treatment session. They'll get a little bit of feedback on any injuries or any niggles they have, and then they would continue on with our training. A 15-minute massage is really good. We're aligned with like a massage therapist who's absolutely amazing. So then they got a free 15-minute massage as well. And often they'll go in and just get like their legs and calves done. And the reason why this works is firstly, you're marketing your joint ventures, which I'll do a podcast on that one day, how you can generate a ton of leads off these people. So you're giving them like free leads to potentially sign up, which is great. But the client is having a really, really amazing experience with that massage or chiro or physio, which is really helping them get better results and have a memorable trial period with you. Now, the next one, right, is it does cut into your margins a bit, but it gives them amazing things that they can touch and feel. So drink bottles, stickers, key rings, shopping bags, trigger balls, and food journals. So when someone joins, like we would have this like little food bag that they could take. They could take it to the shops, which is good for our marketing. And no one really likes plastic bags these days, right? And then in that, you can give them some little things as well, right? Little trinkets that they can use. So drink bottles are great, right? Towels are great as well. And then also another thing you could add on to that as well that works really well, and I kind of mentioned it, is like stickers, right? That they can put on their laptops and their cars and things like that. So you want to make it like a little bag, like a little gift bag that you can give people. Now, just remember when you're ordering these bags, make sure they can use them. And a really popular one that people in the inner circle use is actually they give people little towels as well. So they'll get like a towel, a drink bottle. Singlets work well if you're using like, and you want a lot of people to wear your apparel. Like imagine just coming in and starting a 28-day trial, right? They get a drink bottle, maybe a towel, and then also like some key rings and things like that. So that's just like a couple of ideas for you. And that's some things they can take away with them that are going to get really, really, really good value from. And it's just like a really nice touch point at the end. And a lot of our really like bigger clubs who do absolutely amazing in our inner circle program have like epic bags that they give away. It's absolutely crazy. Now, guys, there's only a couple more, right? So the next one is a MyZone trial. So if you're using MyZone in your clubs, we would actually give people a free 28-day MyZone trial. So they'll get the belt. So that way they can have the best experience within the club. And then after the 28 days, they could purchase it off us. So I'm pretty sure MyZone is still doing that. So you can reach out to them. You give them a free 28-day trial. It improves their experience within the club and makes it very, very easy to sign them up. And it kind of gamifies their training. Ebooks, right? So over the time, you've probably made a couple of ebooks, some like super relevant ones, but the ones that we gave out were how to eat well when you're eating out was a really good one. And then also training at home. So we gave them like a couple of running programs and things like that. People love core workouts. You can do back pain ones. You could do like the 5 best stretches you can do at home. But these ebooks or bundles, right, is going to be absolutely amazing because it adds value and it's something tangible that you can just email off to them and then they can have a read and they get to keep that forever. Free coffee is a really good one as well. So we organize free coffee at one of our local suppliers where everyone who started a trial with us got a free coffee and people absolutely loved it. And we asked them to post about it on their Instagram story and tag us in the coffee store as well. You can also do discounts, guys, at local businesses. So, we talked about physio, chiro, massage. Cafes work really well. You might have a sporting goods store. We're aligned with like a apparel company. So they made some really, really good gym apparel. So our clients got 15% off that as well. You really like, when you're making this, guys, you see like a couple of the options I gave you. It's really how creative you can be. But you can honestly make some unbelievable offers compared to what you're doing now, which makes the sales incredibly easy, improves the customer experience, and also creates these members who absolutely rave about your 21, 28, or 6-week offer. And guys, the final one is some free 7-day passes that they can give friends, right? And this one's like a no-brainer. You can give it to them in business cards, or you can make like plastic gift cards if you wish. But then that way they can give them out. We would give them 3. So then they could give them out to their friends and family. And then we obviously get some referrals off the back of it. And if that person sent someone in who joined, they actually got 2 weeks free training with us as well. So guys, what to do from here? Okay. What I want you to do is have a look at your current offer. Okay. Just write down everything that they get in there, including the training, the meal plans. They might get a goal setting session, the emails that you send them if you text them, right? Then I want you to go back and have a listen to this podcast again, because there's probably a couple of things that maybe you've forgotten along the way. And there's going to be some ones that are easier for you to set up, right? Because you already have relationships, and some that are a little bit harder. And then I want you to add 2 of the things I said to your current offer, right? And make it a lot stronger and a much better offer. Now, if you want to go absolutely beast mode and add 4, 5, 6 of them in, go for it. Go absolutely nuts. But what I don't want you to do is listen to this podcast and not actually do anything from it. It's a really, really big problem with everyone who listens to a ton of content. So let's make sure you get something out of it, right? Go back and go, those 2 things that Jimmy said were the most relevant to me, and I think they're going to add the most value to my clients. And then all you need to do after that is every 4 to 6 weeks, put in your diary a recurring meeting where you focus with yourself, maybe your business partner and your managers, on how you improve your offer. And I want you to have the best offer in your local area, one that you know absolutely annihilates every other offer from every other gym, every other competitor. And that's going to make your sales and marketing so much easier.